Welcome to the Inappropriate Guys with Joe and Tim.
Hello, Joe.
Hello, Tim. I looked over and you're like trying to fly. What are you doing? We did the flight special, which was very well received.
Yes.
And
a lot of feedback at angryhatemail@gmail.com.
Yeah, and we're having Twitter followers now.
At Inappropriate JT.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Joe, I'm just wondering. It's been a while since we checked in. About the saddest moment in Inappropriate Guys history.
you looking at my show notes?
when your porn hard drive, which not only contained your favorite nudes and clips from over a decade of perversion, but also your homemade nudes, all of your sex videos and your ex-girlfriends and girls who maybe even you were never even with, but they sent you nudes anyway somehow.
Well,
and that hard drive was lost. And I believe when we last checked,
it was a crying moment. I
believed when we last. I remember you were crying. Your dick was crying. I mean, it was something's coming out of your dick. I don't know if it was tears. But it was very sad. And you threatened to retire from masturbating forever.
And celibate.
But you did say that there was hope, and I need to know.
I was trying desperately to figure out a way to get something, reconstitute the drive, whatever. And I thought about it too, and I was like, you know what?
I remember the best idea we had was that you're going to hire a sketch artist to redraw all of your favorite nudes.
Yeah, and I thought about it, and I was like, maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe I should just let it die and start new. Like, I'm starting a new life. I'm starting a new everything. Maybe I should just let it go. No, stop the music. No. Copyrighted. Maybe I should just stop. No, not that song either. God damn it. Maybe.
You're going to shut us down.
Yeah. Maybe I should just
let it go.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
you did that already.
I played it again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So anyway,
it sounds so catchy.
I've got my laptop on right next to me. Yesterday or the day before. Can't remember at this point. Doesn't matter to the viewers because they don't know what time it is. Day it is.
Could have been 10 minutes ago. Could have
been a millennium.
As long as you're not jerking off during the show, that's all that matters.
Which does happen. But, and I hear this noise coming from my laptop. It's this clicking noise. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And immediately I realized what that sound was. Because my regular hard drive is a solid state drive that doesn't make any noise. It's a solid state drive.
Sure.
They don't have for the lame out there.
Yes, like me.
Yeah.
Radio Shack closed down.
Yeah, exactly.
No one knows what you're talking about anymore.
Regular hard drives up until recently have a metal disc in it, and it spins, and there's this little reader that goes across, like a CD player too. It's exactly the same thing as a CD player. And there's a little thing that runs across it up and down, and it makes noise, and it moves really, really fast. So on your computers, when you hear the computer boot up, you hear the zzz, I'll input a sound or something. And there's a lot of clicking noises and booting up and all that noise. So new laptops and computers, they don't have that because they mostly have solid state drives and iPads and,
don't they
all
have
these
flash
things.
memory now?
Yeah, well, that's the same thing. That's a solid state memory. Solid state is anything that is a non-mechanical memory.
It doesn't actually read
hard drives up until recently were mechanical. So there was an actual little motor in there. There was magnets. There was all kinds of machinery in there. And that's gone the way of the Dodo fairly recently. They're still out there, but, it's getting less and less. So
your porn drive was the old version?
My porn drive was the old version.
Because it was old porn.
Yes, exactly.
It was just a decade worth of just wonderful nudes.
So I didn't think I didn't think anything of it. I shut my computer down.
Cleaned up.
So it is the Apple Minute, everybody.
Oh,
there's that sound.
There it is.
We're back with the Apple Minute.
I do love that sound.
Yeah. So in this Apple Minute, we have to describe on an Apple computer, such as what I have, a MacBook Pro, you can have multiple drives in this laptop.
Your good boy drive and your naughty boy drive.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a dual boot system you can have and all these great things. And there's a lot of like auto repair features that happen.
Your public drive and your FBI drive.
So apparently, after I rebooted that last time, I hear that lovely sound of the drive booting up regularly.
The porn drive.
The porn drive. I hear the
You
sound
did
and
the disc repair?
immediately, I didn't do anything. The computer did it on its own.
It itself.
Yes. Thank you, Steve Jobs.
Is this the dawn of AI?
I don't know what
Was
it is.
the pornography that good that the computer just
computer's
needed
like,
to?
no.
The computer's like, I just need to see this one more time.
Maybe the computer was going off to fap on its own.
It brought it back. It felt guilty that it took the pornography from you.
Yeah.
So is the pornography back?
The pornography is back.
Is this a celebratory episode?
This is.
Do I need to get one of our sponsored Down East ciders
not
now?
again.
And I need to have a celebratory cider because the pornography is back?
It is back.
Now, does this mean I can see it?
No. That means I need to come up with it.
Because you're shy or because you don't want me to be an accomplice? You don't want me to be a co-conspirator?
You need to be able to
an alibi?
You need to be able to have plausible deniability.
Somebody needs to get Joe's bail, so I'm not allowed to see his pornography. If you want to see inappropriate,
no.
email us at.
Oh my God! Yeah, so
is it back?
It's back.
Wow,
we're back,
baby. I can't
baby.
believe you made it over tonight to podcast. I mean, how much you lost?
This happened a couple of days ago.
You literally lost weeks of masturbation
You didn't hear
time.
from me the past 2 days, did you?
Your Apple Watch must be just think you were running 7 marathons?
Yeah.
Your Apple Watch.
I achieved my monthly goal in just.
Your Apple Watch took itself off and returned itself. It's like, I'm clearly broken. No one could possibly be doing this much masturbating.
Feeling neglected.
Just the little pedometer in there must have been going nuts.
My God.
So it's back. The pornography is back.
It's back.
Okay, so did you end up calling any of your ex-girlfriends up to ask them to send you new ones?
No,
or
no.
You were able to.
I was going to start a new man. But
what?
I was
going
to no, I was going to start as a new man. As a new man. Jesus, one
really
word can really change.
Yes, it really does. Sometimes the absence of a word is
one word
more important than anything else you can imagine.
Okay. Well, anyway, I just wanted to let our loyal fans know.
It's okay. Joe is.
It's all right.
Joe is back in business.
Yeah. And thank you, Steve Jobs.
And his porn is back. Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm very excited for you, Joe. I
don't know how long it's gonna last. Die in a day.
Well,
but,
can you re-back it up?
I'm thinking about it, but at the same time, I'm like,
don't do the cloud.
I don't know how to. I don't know. I don't want to put it on like a portable drive. There's many security risks involved. I'm trying to figure it out. But anyway, I'm done with that topic.
Okay. Well, I'm very happy for you, Joe.
Yeah. So tick that off the list of show notes.
So they did a study. Now it was
on my porn.
No,
that would be horrible.
No, those people are still in therapy,
gouging
Joe.
Their eyes out.
Yeah, no, they're still. Yeah, they didn't. They were unable to respond to a survey, unfortunately.
All that goat sex.
The underwear maker Tommy John. Which you always have to worry about the results when a company which makes the product does this survey.
Oh, so that's not a real survey.
So take this with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But according to underwear maker Tommy John, almost 50% of people don't change their underwear every day.
No.
45% have worn the same pair of briefs 2 days or longer, and 13% of those surveys admitted they sported the same undies for 7 days or more.
Oh my God. Okay, first of all,
Representative Tommy John, which surveyed 1,000 Americans, said these results split fairly evenly
where are these
between men
Americans?
and women.
These Americans in some rural areas.
One of the interesting things of human nature is that I will put on a pair of underwear on a work day at 7:30 in the morning.
I will wear 2 pairs of underwear.
So I will put on underwear at 7:30 in the morning,
and
I will wear that underwear until 6:30 the next morning when I want to go swim. Right?
Oh God!
If I go on vacation, I bring like 3 pairs of underwear a day.
Oh, that's
something
horrible.
about going on vacation.
No, 3 a day. I
Something
thought
about going on vacation. It's like I could wear the same underwear at home for like 23 hours. When I'm on vacation, it's like, oh, time to change my underwear. Oh, what is it about vacation that makes us change our underwear?
Maybe because you're thinking you're going to have sex. It must be just hardwired.
Foreign toilet paper. I just have to do the job or something. Like,
no,
I'm gonna be sweating at the Vatican or sweating at the Louvre or something.
I can't relate to this because I
You're an underwear changer?
I change my underwear, especially like right after work when I get home. I'm like getting in the shower right away. I have a very physical job anyway.
Are you a night showerer? Or you
I'm
a twice
both.
a day shower?
I'm depending. To be honest, just depending on how I feel, I'll do 2 showers. If it's the summertime, absolutely
2 showers and 2 pairs of underwear. But on a normal day, like after you podcast,
after our podcast,
like
this is not a strenuous activity. Podcasting.
I mean, I usually do the shower of shame after we podcast, and I just cry and I
do the walk of shame.
But after you podcast, do you need a fresh pair of drawers, Joe, or are you able to keep the same pair of drawers on?
I need to feel clean after this blasphemy. Your
soul will never be clean. It's recorded.
No, I can't do. If I feel like I've perspirated above a certain level at any given time of day, I want those underwear changed. I'm a habitual underwear changer. Yeah, and t-shirts too. I will just
t-shirts. Yes, in the summer
I will just change it.
In the summer, I will take my work t-shirt off and I'll put on a fresh t-shirt for bed.
Yeah, there's no way.
Very rarely do I.
I'm also spoiled because you have a washer machine.
I do have my own laundry room.
Yeah,
it's under the attic.
Which we hear sometimes.
Yes. Sometimes my wife wants to do the laundry while we podcast.
Yeah, she screams up every once in a while, so I can't do the laundry.
No. This is way more important than laundry. There's podcasting.
So those are the
here.
days you're not wearing the new shirt.
Actually, that was the 50%.
There you go.
Those are the days we podcast.
I have to just
it's
more important.
I only have 3 pairs of underwear, and the days we podcast, I have to wear the same ones again.
Precedence over jock itch or anything else.
Yeah. They actually didn't. They didn't do a control in this for people who podcast in the survey.
Oh, well, that's a very.
They should have. Yeah.
Everything needs a control for podcasting.
Everyone needs to control for podcasting.
But just anything, like
anything at all. Yeah.
For dick pills.
Yeah.
For birth.
They say a certain amount
everything.
of people do. They're all podcasts. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, everything is podcast. Yeah, so I can't do that.
So you have laundry in your bunker?
Yeah, I have a laundry, little laundry machine, like an apartment-sized laundry machine.
The stackable, and the up, the down. Like I used to have my old house, the up and the down. Where the down is the laundry and the up is the dryer.
It's a side by side, but it's very small. How
did you fit your fat clothes in there?
It's just less of them.
You just do like one shirt at a time.
One shirt was like my blanket.
So back when you were fat, did you wear your underwear because you had to do laundry one outer clothes?
No, I just did a lot of laundry.
Constantly doing laundry?
Yeah. Oh my God. My fat underwear, I threw them all out, but my fat underwear was scary because they were like wide and it's just, anyway, we're not doing another fat special.
The thing about clothing is, and even when you get a new clothes, like you see like a t-shirt and you're like, it's so big, and then you put it on and then it fits.
Yeah.
But like I'm 150 pounds.
Yeah.
So like I can't even imagine being that big, like how actual big those underwears must have been. Did you take pictures before you?
No, I don't think so. No, I could have definitely. They were wide, but yeah, no, I do that. I change underwear quite often. I change shirts quite often.
Interesting.
I will. I'll wash shirts when I don't have to wash shirts, just because to have extra. Yeah. No.
So who do you think these people are who are re-wearing their stuff?
Dirty fuckers. I don't know who the fuck these people are. 7 days. That's by the time
Even
it's 7 days. Yeah, like by 3 days, because I've been camping and all that stuff. By 3 days, hygiene-wise, you are taught in Boy Scouts, if you do not change your underwear and you do not have at least a baby wipe there,
won't come into your tent at night.
You will be the odd boy out.
Someone's not getting a special kiss. If you don't keep your cleanliness, someone
there's a badge for that.
Is not getting his special hug. At the end of the night.
Little Billy's not.
Keep yourself.
Little
clean.
Billy's going to sleep.
That's the first thing you learn in Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
You were going to sleep alone that night.
Oh my God.
You will not be getting your special cuddles in the middle of the night.
Well, so that's something that was instilled into me since I was young, is like, you have to do that, because if you don't, right away, infection, chafing, the whole 9 yards, it's going to happen. The more active you are, the worse it's going to get. So I can't imagine. These people have to be like wearing underwear but not moving. They're just like laying down.
But even laying down, you get a little swampy in there.
I guess it depends on the temperature of the room and the acidity of your whatever.
Still crams in there.
Ugh. I don't.
It's very weird.
What other good topic do we have?
That's a good. It's just very.
It's visually assaulting my brain.
The thing is, so when you're younger, and this is something I think people can relate to, as as a relatable person because you're a podcaster. No, it's So when you're younger, like when you were in school,
okay,
like you had no choice of who you
those girls
you interacted with.
I had a choice.
So they just took, like, if this person lived in your town, like, you just interacted with them. So, like, I can picture, like, a fourth grader not changing their underwear. But, I
had no idea where you were going with this.
But as an adult, I don't know anybody who would wear their underwear for a week. So, to me, the stories fascinate me because, like, as an adult, I'm not forced to interact with somebody.
Underwear minute?
No, it's just that people are fucking weird.
Does the Fruit of Balloon have some kind
people
of
sponsor us?
Yeah.
It's the people are fucking weird minute, and that I don't understand them. And like these stories fascinate me. Is that like you're changing your underwear twice a day. I'm wearing it once a day, and there's people who are apparently wearing it for a week. And like, who are these people? Like, where did they come from? What do they do for their lives? Do they have wives? Do they have children?
I'm slowly noticing something about Tim.
That I'm interested in. What I actually want to do is become a sociologist.
Yeah,
I am so fascinated. That's the reason I love this podcast.
Involved in some weird fucking like tiny micro-isms of people's lives.
It fascinates me so much. People who are not, because like, so I'm smarter. You are too. You look at things very differently than I do, and I'm very smart. But I look at things differently than most people.
I passed a Mensa fucking test. So okay.
Wait, NAMBLA?
No, not NAMBLA. Mensa.
NAMBLA.
Anyway,
so like I look at things very differently than people. And I don't realize it because I just look at things and I see things and I say things and people will look at me like, wow, like, where'd you come up with that? Like, I never thought of that. And it to me, it's just so ingrained. It's so natural. So, like, when I read
what happened when you were young? Where did this all come from?
I was not dropped on my head, obviously. I was clearly just, I don't know.
I'm saying, what happened to you that you are fascinated with all this, like, weird microcosms of life?
Because I'm interested in how people see things differently than me and be so wrong.
Yeah, so you should
like see, how could anybody
I was about to say
wrong.
I was about to say you should have been like a psychologist or sociologist, but then you're completely went with instilling your opinion of you're wrong. Yes. Like, never mind.
Yes.
Never mind.
like I wear my underwear as a normal person. Like, changing your underwear after a sweaty day is normal.
Yeah.
Someone wearing their underwear for 2 to 7 days is so fucking weird that I need to know why. I need to understand these. I need to get these people in as a guest.
I just eliminate myself from those people.
Well, that goes back to my point that when we were in school, you had to interact
stay with
week-long underwear person. And now in our mid-30s, you haven't talked to week-long underwear person in 20 years.
Yeah,
but they still exist, and I need to know, how did we become the weirdos we were to the normal attic podcasting heroes that we are now?
Because we were the bullies.
And they're still wearing the underwear for a week. That's what I need to know. How do you not change from peeing your pants 4th grade weirdo?
Peeing your pants,
do you not become a real person? Yes. How do you stay peeing your pants and then wear your pants for a week?
Yeah.
That's what I need to know. How are people? Email us at angryhatemail@gmail.com if you peed in your pants from 4th grade to your mid-30s and you want to tell us why. I need to know.
I need to go to a break.
You need to pee.
And we're back.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the latest entry in my new bit, My Philosophy.
Your philosophy.
I've decided to rename the rants in honor of my hero Ben Folds. It is now officially My Philosophy. So that will be a recurrent bit when I will give my ranting opinion on weirdos, and it'll be called My Philosophy.
Great.
So thank you. I wanted to brand. I'm branding my bit.
Branding.
I've officially branded.
We are the most overly branded podcast.
We have the Apple Minute. We have the VR Minute. We have the $1 million idea.
Yeah,
and we have my philosophy.
Yeah, great. I am not putting in any of that sound effects. That's the one time you will hear those blank. I've got a bone to pick with you.
What?
Yeah.
Is it about my philosophy?
Yeah. So actually, I'm gonna throw you a philosopher's stone here, so to speak.
A pondering thought-ish.
Yeah. Well, you'll get the pun in a minute. So there is this place where there's basically an intersection somewhere in a busy city. I gotta set it up. There's a busy intersection in a popular city, and there's this really low curb. And there's a street that you can get to on the other side. But in order to do that, you have to make one of those awkward, like really sharp right-hand turns to go around. It's like a V shape, like a sharp right turn.
Okay.
And so what people have done, because the curb is so low, is they actually just cut the curb. They actually just go over the curb because it's a nothing curb.
This reminds me of the time I was driving home this week.
Of course it does.
And a little old lady drove over the little center median at Walbaum's.
Oh, okay. So it's just like crossed over the whole thing.
It was like super low where like you have like a little median and like, so you can you can either, I guess, come in like it's like a
the
median,
right way.
You have to turn right when you leave the supermarket. So people have to come in. So this lady, I guess it was so low she didn't see it. So she drove like her little like Honda like Accord over it. So like I'm looking, I'm like, oh, like there's a cop car, and you see the cop car, you see an old lady just sitting on the median with like none of her tires touching the ground, and just behind the wheel, and like she didn't leave her car, and the cop's just looking at her, and you see her behind the wheel, and her wheels are just.
So spinning. This is exactly where I'm getting at.
It was awesome.
So there's this intersection, sharp right-hand turn, everybody's cutting it. So the city was like, this is eventually going to be an issue. Like someone's going to get hurt.
Because they're driving over the curb.
Yeah. So they decided to put a giant boulder. And this boulder is about, I would say 3 feet tall at minimum.
But kind of still low.
Yeah, but it's 3 feet tall. It's like, it's at the level of your like hood of your car.
So you should see it while you're driving?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. It's very, if you don't see this thing, there is on the website, a list of photos of how many people just continued to cut this curb and
just drove into the boulder,
stuck their cars up on top of this boulder there. I don't know how they physically got this. So if you Google it, I actually don't know what the name is because when I tried to Google it, my internet cut out.
What's the philosophical question I need to answer?
Okay, so how dumb do you have to fucking be? Like, how set in your life are you that you're driving that blindly? That, I've cut this curb 1,000 times. There's a giant fucking boulder there, and you're gonna still just go. Are they looking
for a parking spot?
I don't know. No, there's no parking. This is not a thing to the parking.
I drove my Focus over a median once.
Great. So you're part of this then. You can't comment on this.
But I only had half of it. It wasn't like the old lady at the wall bounce with all four wheels.
No, you're the old lady.
I forgot that.
You're the old lady car, the old lady voice, and now
I forgot that I couldn't U-turn. And next thing you know, I hear like the scraping.
Can we hear from the old lady who runs over the curb?
I was humiliated. It was like I was coming back from.
I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to be on this as a co-host with an old lady cutting
Thank
curbs.
God it was like 2:45 or 3 in the afternoon, so like no one was around because like like when people are at work, like, there's just less people on the street. But I was trying to find a parking spot, and I like cut to U-turn, and I forgot that there was like this giant curb there, and I ended up with like half my Ford Focus on this giant curb.
How do you do like that's my point? Okay, so you have to give the information now.
I have to. So I'm saying, so I'm going to defend these people, and I'm going to say that if it's below a certain point, you can't see it.
This is clearly business. Okay, you have to open up your email. Okay. Open up the angry hate mail at gmail.com. Okay. I have emailed it there. And you have to search for something I've sent. Oh, that was when my O key wasn't working, by the way. I had a problem with I'm not going to do the Apple Minute, but I had a problem with my keyboard recently where my I and my O key stopped working on my keyboard.
Oh my
God. It
God.
made very awkward situations.
Wow. Wait, so how did you find the Inappropriate guys?
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't log into anything because I didn't have an I and an O key.
Wait, so you were just texting men on the internet asking for their CCK?
Exactly. There's all kinds of wrong.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how did they know? Did they still give it to you?
Oh my
Or they're
God.
like, I'm sorry, sir, I don't know what that means. But like, no, I need your CCK. Give me your CCK.
Oh shit. Okay, so on this the Tribunist, I guess, is hosting these images.
Oh,
they see the curb.
Yes,
Look at these cars.
So everybody, if you
Maybe it wasn't 3 feet. This looks like 2 feet. This is 2 feet.
If you look at the Tribunist, people kept hopping the curb, so locals put a large rock. Hilarity ensues.
Yeah.
And there's literally SUVs up on.
It looks like when you go to those the Jeep dealership and they park the Jeep on the hill.
The Land Rover.
Yeah.
The Land Rover puts the car up on the hill.
It's like a 45-degree angle straight.
Oh wow! One of them's a Ford Expedition.
One of them's a little Golf.
And they have
like these cars are like, how do you get your vehicle there? Like, this is
who's the person who took all these pictures?
I don't know. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I am with.
You're with these people.
I am with these people.
You would have hit that rock.
The rock is yes. I would yes. Like I'm surprised there's not a blue Ford Focus up on the side of it.
Look at the third photo down. That is a 4-door sedan on its side. How do you do that?
I'll tweet the link.
When
we post the show, I'll tweet the link so everyone can enjoy the side of it. It's a picture of a Lincoln 4-door sedan.
Yeah.
And it's literally on the side of its wheel. I can't even believe that
how
the
do
people
you
got out of it.
Yeah, like how do you physically do that? Like, it's like when they show photos of cars that are on rooftops somehow.
They show like how did it get in there? That is a good internet.
Blows my mind.
We might need to start a visual element of our podcast.
Yeah, we'll do the Twitter because that'll force people to go to Twitter.
Inappropriate JT if you want to see the pictures of the. I'll tweet the link of the. So you're the cars up on the road. I'm defending them.
You're defending these assholes
because I myself have been 2 wheels up on a curb in a Ford Focus, and just totally. I think I was. It was. I'm trying to think. I came back for it. It was back when I was before we had the attic. I was living in Queens, and it was something either like I think I was in traffic. Like I was just so exhausted and stressed out and angry that I was just so happy to be home, and I was looking for a parking spot,
and you just
went
for it.
Forgot that
there's laws and road.
That I couldn't U-turn, and I just cut it, and I literally just wound up
banged into it.
No, and I drove over it.
Okay.
And then once your wheel passes, then you're just sitting on it. But luckily, my right wheels were still on the ground.
Did you have to rock
so I was able to.
You don't weigh enough.
No,
you don't weigh it. If you got stuck, yeah.
Thank God my right wheels are still on the ground, so my right wheel was able to bring me into, and I was able to come off of it. And I just was like so humiliated, and I was just so happy that no one was around to see me or hear me.
You're very lucky because apparently there's an entire thing dedicated to this now of people on the curb. Like, I don't understand. Like, I see. Well, also in my sports car, that rock would be taller than the car.
Your sports car is a Matchbox car basically.
But like that's still really that's a baby carriage. That's a baby carriage height.
Instead of putting a bowler, they should just put
a baby carriage. Oh, that'd be great.
They should have put a baby carriage.
We should put a baby carriage.
Oh, where's this town?
I don't know. I read it and I forgot it. Nebraska. So we got to go to Nebraska.
We're going to fly to Omaha, Nebraska on the Inappropriate Guys Band plane.
Oh, I can fly there because I'm a pilot.
And I think we should move the rock and we should put a baby carriage there.
Yeah.
And then keep the photo up. And then just have these hilarious pictures of families running over baby carriages.
Great. Of a rock baby carriage.
That's like in Speed, remember? When the bus hits the baby carriage, but it was just some homeless person with cans.
Stupid.
It's just cans. It's just cans.
Oh my God.
Does Speed hold up? I haven't seen it in a while.
No, but Keanu Reeves is in the news. This is a little topical.
In the nude?
In the news.
Oh.
Jeez, you got excited. What? You're drinking your sponsored drink?
Right, drinking my sponsored Downy cider. Original blend.
Oh God. He's the internet was in an uproar. Not an uproar, but they were shocked.
Oh, about his girlfriend?
His girlfriend.
Who looks like Helen Mirren?
I fell for it too because I scrolled really quick.
And you thought it was Helen Mirren?
I thought it was her.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is he dating some like 70-year-old woman? And so his girlfriend who's much younger. It's her. I think they're the same age roughly, or maybe she's a little bit younger. But she has all gray hair. And this is the thing that I wanted to get at too was
women dyeing their hair?
Well, old ladies. We have already
you
established.
You can't picture any. You know two old ladies, the Queen of England and Helen Mirren.
Yes.
So those are thank God this.
So that's one other old lady.
Good thing this Keanu Reeves girlfriend.
Helen Mirren play the Queen in a movie?
Probably. So it's just one old lady.
I only really know one old lady.
Thank God if she looked like Dame Judi Dench, you would have no
there
idea.
We go. Okay, so I know Judi Dench. I know Judi Dench
because she was in James Bond.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's perfect.
God.
Oh my God. Yeah. So
she looked at Zendaya. I bet you would know who she was. Pervert.
So the internet was like freaking out, and I freaked out too. And then I looked at the photos.
A man dating a woman her own age?
Yeah. No, not that. Just that he was dating an old bag.
I'm gonna start a petition.
So
I could never watch The Matrix again, knowing this man is inappropriate. Is appropriately age dating.
Yeah. You automatically say inappropriate.
Yeah.
It's built in.
Follow us.
Yeah. So you brand your own conversations now. So I was like, oh, let me look up this girl. She still kind of looks old. She just has like this look of oldness. And some people have.
You say that about anyone over the age of 22.
Yeah. You just kind of
look.
like
she was like 1 foot in the grave.
Yeah,
I just don't even. Yeah. She just has this look about her.
But then I saw a video of her, and she looked much younger. But I guess what
the camera adds 10 years.
Yeah, it was just a weird thing. But I agree with the internet. So you agree with the internet about the Boulder thing, and I agree with the internet about
he shouldn't be dating an old lady.
No, that she's looks like an old lady.
She looks like an old lady.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
and that she let her. She looks
jarring.
exactly like Helen Mirren.
Yeah, it's especially in the photos that they post online because it's at an event. And she has like the short hair thing. She just looks like an old lady.
It must be good to be Keanu Reeves, though.
Is it?
Yes.
He's balding now.
But he's been in The Matrixes.
Which is now on Netflix, and I've watched all three.
And
they do not hold up.
And he's been in the John Wick movies.
Which is phenomenal.
Which I haven't seen yet, but you have recommended them.
They're very good. They're as someone who goes on gay dates with me. To Mission Impossible and
we should
James
add
Bond.
John Wick to our dates.
John Wick would have been our date. I think it's done already, but yeah, that
it is on. I could probably find it on HBO or something.
You trying to bring me on a Netflix and chill?
It's Disney Plus and chill now.
Oh, so segue.
Are we sponsored?
No, God.
Wait, going back to, I just want to say, I think being Keanu Reeves is a very good life because he's been in like 6 giant movies.
He doesn't have a good life,
and he makes enough money that you just don't hear from him. So he just disappears for a while, then he shows up. Then he disappears for a while, then he shows up. Whatever he does, he's very happy. He's outside the public eye most of his life.
The reason why is because he was actually very depressed because his wife died.
Oh,
and so
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, so his wife died a while back. And that's what makes the John Wick thing so, like, I'm not spoiling anything. Everybody knows this if you watch the trailer. John Wick's wife dies in the beginning of the movie, and that's what starts this whole thing. So that's what makes it such a good series, especially the first one, is because every emotion that you're seeing, there's no fucking acting. Like, that is him dealing with his wife dying. And then, craziness.
It was like that community theater production of Lolita I saw you in.
I was trying to figure out where you were going. No, there was no community theater Lolita.
With no acting.
No. Was I wouldn't mind being
There was no acting in
what
it.
was it? What was his what was the actor's name in that?
Jeremy Lyons.
Yeah, he's a great guy. She fell in love with him for real. Like during making the movie. In
Dominic
Lolita
Swan?
97. Yeah. She aged okay. She's not
You prefer her in Lolita?
Yeah, I prefer her in Lolita, but you know.
Okay, what were you gonna go to, Joe? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
before
didn't mean to interrupt you. We still got a few minutes left.
Well, no, I mean it's right on the same topic a bit.
We're so good at this.
There's someone came up with
Somebody.
this idea.
I just want to say we did have one of our listeners complimented us on our chemistry.
Sexual chemistry?
No, they didn't see that. No, that was back when your porn drive was
sexual
broken.
tension.
It's before your porn drive was fixed, so they didn't see our sexual chemistry, but our podcasting chemistry.
Okay. Someone said this, and I wrote it in my show notes, and because I was like, this has to be mentioned. We had a great idea about. We talk about the fappening a lot, and how people
I do love the fappening.
People getting their sex tapes.
I'm still walking funny from that.
Stolen, and you know, like all these things where they leak the tape, and then it's on these websites that are legitimate websites and all this stuff. Someone had a great idea that if you're ever going to make a sex tape that you don't want to get out, you have to have Disney music in the background.
Yes.
And because immediately Disney will strike that shit down.
So when you are making a nude video or recording a sex tape,
I can show you the world.
Let it go. Let it go.
That would be the way.
Just suck all the dick you want.
You can do as many any rude, lewd, and crude thing you want to do. You can have sheep and that would be a weird one.
Go under his balls to the sound of Under the Sea.
Yeah, like,
and nobody will ever be able to see the video on the internet.
Yeah, because it will be struck down immediately by a copyright strike.
Yeah.
So
I hope we were out of tune enough that they don't strike down our podcast.
Oh yeah, that's it. Well, we aren't having sex, so it's not going to be worthwhile. Yeah, so that's the perfect that solves everything. So now,
I wish we wrote that joke.
I know. I wish we did. That's why I had to credit it in the beginning. I was I didn't come up with this. Someone said it. I was like, show notes. I have to let this out to the world.
That is one of the smartest because you're really, since we started season 2 of the podcast, because season 1. We're almost
done with season 2.
We are almost done with season 2.
Oh my God.
Wow.
We have a very special plan for the season finale.
We don't want to give it away because some of our listeners are going to be on the last episode with us.
You just have to.
But we are heading towards the season finale.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break after season 2.
Yep.
For me having a son.
And me being a pilot.
And Joe hopefully
not crashing a plane. Yeah. If there's no season 3.
If there's no season 3, you will know that Joe died crashing a plane.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then we'll come back with season 3.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point is, in season 1, it was before that copyright protection.
Anybody had the DMCA.
So we came out to Audio Slave.
Oh yeah, we rocked out to everything.
Like Buck Cherry at the end of the episodes, and we did introduction with Silvertide and Ben Folds 5.
We used sound clips from movies, theme songs from movies,
we
James
listened
Bond.
to James Bond.
Everything. Yeah.
So those are the good old days before anybody. Now we have what's it, royalty free? Our introduction is royalty free.
It's not bad for royalty free.
It's not Audio Slave Out of Exile.
Of course not, but it's not bad. But yeah, so that's how you
emailing us at angryhatemail.com. angryhatemail@gmail.com.
Whoa, don't give him false information. The one thing we need.
angryhatemail@gmail.com and following us at Inappropriate Guys.
Nope.
Inappropriate JT.
They're never going to find us.
Inappropriate JT on Twitter. I suggest Googling Out of Exile by Audio Slave and thinking how cool it would be if we came out to that music still. Joe, let's just pay for how much is the license?
Thousands. It would be seasons and seasons and seasons worth of sponsorship alone.
Is Down East not paying that much to us?
No, they're not paying us at all.
They sponsored us.
This is a figment of your imagination.
But I said it. They have to pay us now.
Oh, God.
Down East, I will be sending you the check. I do accept ciders in payment.
I mean, they might do that. Well, this has been another episode
It has been.
We've done some service to the American public, and no, not the American public. We're global,
Worldwide. We are.
Yeah,
we are. We have. We didn't do our Australian minute today.
Yeah, we didn't.
We didn't do our Canadian minute either.
No,
hockey, lumberjacks, moose.
You're just saying things to tag.
That's our Canadian minute.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do a Canadian minute.
Hockey.
We have a Canadian listener.
That's what I'm saying. So we do a Canadian minute.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. Before we go,
hockey.
We have a bone to pick with our listeners.
Flannel.
We have a bone
syrup.
to pick. We have a bone to pick. We've got some listeners in
politeness.
We have some listeners in Canada. We have no idea who you are. Come out. Come out of the closet. Come out of this podcasting closet.
Do we have a T-shirt to send or a bumper sticker?
We can send them a sticker.
Okay.
It might not be of us.
It'll be handwritten. I have an Elizabeth Ward sticker on my fridge.
It'll be whatever football team lost last year and they made the stickers but they didn't sell them. It'll be like that.
So we will send you Los Angeles Rams Super Bowl champion hat.
Exactly.
If you are our Canadian listener and you email us at angryhaymail.com and identify yourself as our Canadian listener, God. We will send you Los Angeles Rams.
There needs to be geese in your photo, and what else is Canadian? They have to be in the middle of saying A.
Yeah.
I don't know any
cold.
It has to be cold. Photo.
I know nothing about Canada.
Yeah, I know nothing about Canada. Great Canadian minute.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, so we have a Canadian listener.
We have listening to Celine Dion.
Yeah. Someone's in Michigan as well. Who are you? Come out of the radio closet. We need to know. We need to know who these random state listeners are. Anyway,
nothing says successful podcast like when you can call out each individual listener.
We know you're listening.
We know you're listening. Person in California.
Oh my God! We have We have one listener in California. It's not Mike.
We know it's not Mike. No, Mike would never listen to it.
Mike is not listening. Still.
Mike's listening to every podcast besides that.
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've plugged ourselves 40 times. We can just go now.
Thank you for listening.